Ballin' my key profession on the key possession. I'm OD aggressive when I run the rock. See me flexing in the winning section. If they press, I'm bombing on them off the top. Slump a hater, leave them in the field, or I'm in the kitchen whipping up a dot. Took it from the bottom to the top. Certified Madden money shot. Toss a bullet, hit you in the chest and send a burner across your face from out the slot. Please don't test them, I bring heat and brush it. Have my hitter brush you, move you out the spot. Slump a hater, leave them in the field, or I'm in the kitchen whipping up a dot. Took it from the bottom to the top. Certified Madden money shot.
If you guys are looking for fast, cheap, reliable coins for your college football 25 team, check out my coin sponsors at MMOXP and use discount code MONEYSHOT for 5% off your order. Link in the description below.
The champ is here!
Welcome back, Money Team. This is Madden Money Shot. Still about the college cheese as always. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys another defense using my favorite Tier 5 team and yours, the North Texas Mean Green. Only this time we're going against one of the better teams in the game in the Utah Utes, as this team is almost a full 10 points better in offense, defense, and overall. But before I do, as always, if you guys want to see more videos like this, please make sure to be a subscriber, hit the like button, let me know in the comment section. Other than that, if you guys need more help or more money plays, I'm currently working on a North Texas offensive ebook, but I already have a defensive ebook out. So you guys can download that or any of my ebooks instantly simply by clicking links in the description or the top pinned comment. I started this game out on offense, and I'm once again using my gun empty base scheme, which I put out a video about last week, as well as a full breakdown on my Patreon and Join Now community tab. So if you guys want to see more, I'll have links in the description as well as on screen at the end of the video for this offense, as it's an absolute cheat code and one of my favorite offenses to run right now, as I find spraying the field as much as possible is definitely the way to go. On this first play, this offense spreads the defense out so much that there's not enough defensive linemen to stop the run, so I take off with the quarterback before hitting the double drags on the next play and nearly getting the first down before going right back to the QB draw and getting the first down the very next play. But the real reason I like this play is because it has one of the easiest one-play touchdown plays in the entire game out of the 9-8-6 switch, and this RB wheel route here gets open against just about every single defense in the game, especially matching style defenses like this. On the next play, though, it looks like he's trying to do a cover 2 man as we have a cornerback down his face in like a pressing look, and that's perfect because this just runs right around it as we almost score from here. But this offense is slightly better from a distance as we get in a little bit of issue once we get inside the red zone, as he's been doing a pretty good job of stopping our draw plays.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out!
As I decided to go for it on 4th down and hit that double drags one more time, but my receiver couldn't hold on to the ball. The defensive formation I'm going to be using once again today is once again the 3-3-5 stack, which is a defense that I recently broke down in a practice mode. So once again, if you guys want to see more about this defense, I will have links in the description as well as on screen at the end of the video. And the play that I'm going to be using is pretty much any cover 3 match in this formation, whether it's a Will Sam 3 or a play like the Mike Will 3, they're all going to work the exact same way. What makes this defense so good is the multiple looks that you have, as you can come out a 3-3 stack look, which is good against shotgun, but since it's against the goal line, I decided to spread the linebackers, which is just D-pad to the right and up, so it looks like a 3-3-5 penny, as this will give me a better chance to get pressure, as I'm hoping to get a sack for a safety. But on the next play, he does run the ball, and I just cut that off with a nice user. I go for the pressure look again on the next play, and all I really have to do as a user is hover the center so that I can potentially get one of these edge rushers in free. But he's getting the ball out quickly as he gets to a 3rd and 5, and now he's off the goal line. I don't have to send that pressure anymore, as there's more than one way to get pressure on the quarterback. As on the next play, I decided to put this defensive end into a QB spy, and this is because if my opponent rolls out, all I have to do is push on the right stick, and you see how he cuts him off as he doesn't get anything, forcing a 4th down. And since he's inside of his own 10, that means he's going to punt the ball away, but he probably should have went for it.
He could go all the way!
He only ran with the quarterback one time, so in the next play, I put this outside linebacker into a hard flat, and I immediately realized that this guy's going to be running around and rolling out with his quarterback every single play. So I make sure to have at least one of these outside linebackers in a QB spy every single time, while the other linebacker can do whatever I want him to do. On this play, I wanted to send 4 rushers to get more of a pass rush, but it left me short of coverage over the middle. So on the next play, I adapt by putting the extra outside linebacker into a revert hook. So this way, I won't be using the entire middle of the field by myself, and that forces him to take a check down underneath on the short side. And this is pretty much the game you play with this defense, as the 2 blitzing outside linebackers can really be anything you want them to be. You're just guessing what your opponent's going to do next, as I'm giving myself a quarterback spy every single time. And on this next play, I also decided to give myself a hard flat to the open side of the field that also has 3 wide receivers, as he takes the drag to the short side of the field once again. You also don't have to put them down at the line of scrimmage, as you can leave them in the 3-3 stack look if your opponent is passing like this, especially if you're putting them into hook curls where they're going to drop back anyway, as I did on this next play, as he beats me on another drag route, as that's pretty much been his offense this entire drive. As he really just uses drag routes and running with the quarterback. So on the next play, we hard flat to the open side of the field, which is always the best area to hard flat, and we have our QB spy on the back side before he beats me with a double drags concept to the weak side once again. I decide to send a blitz on the next play in hopes that I could get more pressure, and I leave the middle of the field wide open as he gets into the red zone, but defense is about keeping your opponent from getting points, not yards.
Gotcha, bitch!
As the extra pressure I was sending finally forces a bad throw and we get the turnover. Back on offense, I see what looks like a cover 2, so I go right back to the 9-8-6 switch.
Break yourself, fool!
And this wheel route would have been gone for a highlight reel touchdown, but I look down and see there's still 30 seconds left and a half, so I want to take off as much time as possible before I score.
He's running around!
Derp. No big deal though, as I score 2 plays later. He gets the ball in the second half, and I switch my defensive concept to straight up double Mabling both sides, as I can push in the right stick and get these hard flats to chase the quarterback too. The only real issue is this puts a lot of user responsibility on me over the middle of the field, and that's just a lot of area to cover. So from time to time I'll do that, but I'll also often opt to give myself some more help over the middle. So in the next play, since he threw over the middle, we basically just zone all linebackers and give myself as much help over the middle as possible.
Nope.
Before he goes back to that double drags play on the next play once again, it gets a huge catch and run to basically get inside of field goal territory. And I've seen enough as we cut that route off this time and he has nowhere to throw, as we push in the right stick to get the quarterback spy in for a sack and a loss of 9.
Sit your ass down!
Now in second and long, anytime we see an open side of the field with 3 receivers, we're always going to Mabel that side of the field. We have to take away these drag routes anyway, as we cut that off for a user and force a deeper throw.
Got him!
And we're going the other way with an interception inside the red zone once again. Before we make a bad read on the very next play to throw an interception and give him the ball right back.
Fuck! 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 Oh!
And now that he's inside the 5 and coming out in a shotgun look, we're going to make a new adjustment, which is making no adjustments at all, as these blitzing middle linebackers do a great job of stopping the run against this offensive type of look. On the very next play though, he decides to try to do a jet sweep, so I have to user the safety and cut off the outside to force him back up the middle as he gets down to the 1 yard line and decides to run a hurry up, letting me know that he's most likely going to try to run the ball again. So on the next play, I blitz all linebackers, which is D-pad to the right and down, and then I user the safety, and you can see how the linebackers shoot the gap once again to stop him to get him to a 3rd and goal. So when he hurries me up again, I know he's probably going to run again, so we do the exact same setup, and sure enough, we stop him for a 2-yard loss to knock him back to 4th and goal from the 5, even though he started the drive from the 4. On 4th down, after going backwards multiple times, I go to my full pass setup, which is essentially hard flatting, dropping everybody back into hook curls and using the safety once again, and nothing's really open as we push in the right stick to get a little extra pressure, and he tries to hit somebody in the back of the end zone, but we get the knockout and the stop. Back on offense though, we're in a tight spot against the goal line, so we try to hit a drag to get some space before trying to go up top once again, before getting a bad animation and almost getting a BS call that got corrected by a booth review. But that's all I really get, is I don't get much on the ground with my next 2 QB draws before getting a really bad pass that wasn't even close to the receiver.
What the hell was that?
So since I'm up 2 touchdowns late in the 4th, I just punt it away. And for the rest of this game, we're going to use this setup here. We're going to have one of the linebackers in a QB spy and the other linebacker in a hard flat to the open side of the field, as I find this is probably the best way to run this defense without getting too creative. And on the very next play, we probably should have had an interception. He hits me with a well-timed slip screen on the next play, as he hadn't run anything like that all game, before trying to just go up top and moss my defense. But that's not going to happen.
No!
He goes back to that double drags concept on the next play, and I just lost acceleration to the point where I couldn't keep up with the route. But I do a better job on the next play as we actually cut that off, taking away all of his options, and we get a natural pressure for the sack. Before it looks like he put in a 6'5" receiver to try to bomb it up over the top once again.
You know something? Nothing for you!
But then on 3rd and 23, when I think there's no possible chance of him hitting that drag route once again, he hits that drag route and actually picks up the 1st down.
Oh, you motherfuckers. Okay.
Then on the next play, he tries to hit a deep crossing route, and this entire last drive was probably just on me as a user, as I was in perfect position. I just made a bad move and let him get down to the 1. But we saw how well that worked out last time he was inside the 5. So I guess he remembered what happened last time and he didn't want to make the same mistake as he starts passing, but my hard flat shuts that down before he tries to run with the quarterback and I push in the right stick and he finds somebody right over the middle in the air that I was supposed to be as we give up a touchdown, but it took to the last minute of the fourth quarter for him to get it with a team that's 10 points higher than mine. And now it's a one-score ball game, but he needs to get the onside kick.
How about no?
As we switch over to a more traditional offense and run the ball from here before giving him knees to end the game. So that's the video, but if you guys want to learn more about this defense, including a really good blitz that I didn't use in this gameplay, I'll have links to that video popping up on the screen, so just click the links. And until next time, thanks for watching, man. My shit out. Need more help or just want to show your support? Then head over to my Patreon and join my team, where you can get exclusive content like ebooks and bonus plays, as well as early access to my vids and more. Link in the description below.